Aloha! Welcome to the Friday Marketing Jam Session. I'm Tom Gaddis. Jason Moran here with me as well.
What's happening, guys?
Yeah, man, we have a great show today. We're going to be talking about our good friend Chris Walker. I don't know if you happen to hear from us or maybe from some other people's email list you're on, but we launched a new course yesterday called Agency Arbitrage Mastery. It's really all about how Chris made $1.5 million in SEO services last year using arbitrage. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the course. We'll answer any questions you have about it, right? So we're going to do some shark shout outs. We're going to have really just an all around good time. And I get to play with my new sound effect. Oh, man, it's going to drive people crazy, but we're going to have fun. So I'm going to cue up the intro. We'll see you back here in one momento.
Cool.
It's time. The moment you've been waiting for. Get ready for the fastest 60 minutes of marketing strategies and tactics to grow and scale your business from anywhere in the world. After 167 agonizing hours, we've returned for a brand new Aloha Marketing Jam session. And now, here are your hosts.
Oh, listen to that crowd out there.
Amazing.
Fired up. Boy, excited, man. Yeah. Launch weekend. It's always a lot more active on launch weekend. So welcome, everybody. You know,
cool.
I feel like such a doofus because I didn't realize you could rearrange the sound effects you have in StreamYard. So like all this time, I've been scrolling down to applause to play the sound effect, and all I had to do was drag it. I can make it the first one.
Just dragging it up to the top. Yeah.
I don't know. Crazy Tom. So awesome. So what's been going on?
Nothing much, man. It's been a busy week. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Real busy week. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Lots of cool stuff behind the scenes at RM. Lots of calls, just, working on some new things with Reach. There's just, a lot going on for sure.
Yeah, it's been busy on our side too with the launch and all that stuff. So it's pretty awesome. Like we launched Agency Arbitrage Mastery yesterday.
Yep.
It was a little bit more of a slow start than normal when we launched something, but like it started to gain some traction, and then we hit number 1 on Warrior Plus yesterday. We're actually deal of the day today. So that's all really good. And, awesome to see people out there supporting us and the community growing, right? Like one of the reasons we do these launches is to bring more people into the Offline Sharks fold in our community and our family and help people grow. So always exciting when that happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Let's see who is here. I'll answer these questions. I'm going to just say hi first. So welcome, Doug. Cameron says, let's go. What's up, Patty? James, good to see you. Donna Norris. Donna, I was doing an interview before the live show with one of our JV partners, and I was talking about you and your awesome success. Really good. Norm, too. Dorn.
There's Dorn.
Dorn, by the way, just so you know, we have a little contest. We have a little contest for affiliates. And at one point, Dorn, I think, was number 5 on our leaderboard. So congratulations, Dorn.
Nice.
That was awesome. It was fun to see you there. And I saw your posts on Facebook. Talking about the course. Really great. I don't know. So one of the things you can do, the team can put a link in the chat, but if you give StreamYard permission, then that allows us to see who you are like this. So then we'll see your profile picture and actually have your name. Otherwise, we don't really know who you are. The Money Song has a video with it, Cameron. So, Awesome. What's up, Enrique? Yeah, awesome. Well, Welcome. Look, man, a lot of people here. Excited you're all here. Excited to be here. So let's start off by doing, we were going to have Chris on the show today, but he's actually in the air flying right now. He came in backstage for a minute, but he couldn't talk because he's like screaming in the seat. So Jason and I are going to hang out. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to do all that. I'm going to answer this one question that somebody popped in like right off the bat first, and then we're going to do some shark shout outs. So it says, do we get access to the Legit Lead software as well, along with the course for being a lifetime member of Offline Sharks? So so if you are a Shark Alliance Elite member, so if you have a Shark Alliance Elite membership, or you're in Remote Millionaires, both of those groups get access to the courses we put out. So I believe we already sent out access to the Agency Arbitrage Mastery to all of our Shark Alliance Elite members. So if for some reason you're in Shark Alliance Elite and you didn't get it, just email support or just log into your members area. You should see it in your dashboard now. But yeah, so Shark Alliance Elite, we give those people access, and then of course Remote Millionaires as well. So nice. All right, let's do some shark shout outs.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to share my screen every week. We love to share the wins that people have in our community. Today is no different. We're going to share some wins today. So here we go. All right. So first up, Thomas Shaw. Would you guys be mad if I do that on every? Like, awesome. I heard that sound effect at the hockey game, and I was like, I gotta get it for the live show.
Yeah.
Bring in more sound effects. Make this more like an afternoon DJ drive, right? Like, dude, that's my first attempt. I won't do it on everyone, but anyway, Thomas closed a deal managing Facebook and Google search ad as an outsourcer to another agency.
Nice.
So he's doing on the fulfillment side of the Arbitrage Mastery.
Yeah.
A month, plus 120 a month, uploading 2 blog posts for someone he did work for previously that he over-delivered on, even though the compensation was small. Boy, that's a great little lesson there, right? Oh, what wasn't a high-paying project, but really went out of his way to deliver a great client experience, and as a result, ended up with $120 a month deal. So nice work. Excellent.
Yeah, results up front that always that can pay big dividends on the back end for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Next up, we've got Petra, who is a Remote Millionaires member. Petra shared the wins she's had over the last 6 weeks. Listen to this. The last 6 weeks, 12 websites, 8 Google business profile listings and optimizations, 8 new recurring clients for rep management, citation building, website hosting, $7,500 plus another $2,000 in new billings. Woohoo!
She is crushing it, man. That is fantastic. I need to get back on the call with her. That is fantastic.
That's great. That deserves.
Oh yeah.
At least a couple of those. Petra, awesome work.
Man.
Awesome stuff. All right. Martin Lane closed 8 weeks of consultant help with Amazon FBA and e-commerce sites, $1,100 per week. Solid win, nice Martin. Deal. Solid win. Martin, are you in a private jet there? I can't tell in that picture. Doesn't that look like?
Yeah, it kind of does look like a private jet. Yeah.
Nice. If you have a private jet, Martin, send it my way. Dale Lauder sold a $3,000 website to a realtor, showed him a template that he built, and she loved it. Now, look, I love this approach right here, right? Because, and we can talk about how you can do something similar to this with the arbitrage method we're going to be talking about. But, you know, like so he basically built a real estate website template. So he did the work first. He said, look, I'm not afraid to do the work. I'm just going to do the work first. Then he went out and he showed that to real estate agents and he got somebody to pay him $3,000. Now, for those of you that have been in our community for a while, that strategy may sound familiar. That's what we do in home services jackpot and professional services payday, right? Yep. But that's just, a lot, that's just a great way, right? Like, because the first thing it does is all the questions about your credibility and whether you can or can't do it are gone because they're looking at what they're buying. It's like if I came to you and said, hey, listen, pay me $3,000 and I'll build you a car. You'd be like, well, Tom, have you ever built a car before? Well, like, what kind of cars have you built in the past? What do the cars you build look like? Can you give me some references of some people you built cars for? Like, those are all natural questions. Like, I know to us, websites seem very straightforward, right? But to a normal person, they're complicated. They know nothing about them. So it's the same, since I know nothing about cars, that's why I use that example. Because if somebody came to me and said, let me build you a car, I would have a gazillion questions. Then I'd need to do some research and I'd probably say, look, let me get back to you. Then I would think, well, is my current car okay? Like, what's wrong with my current car? Like, maybe they show me why that is. Websites, Same way. But if somebody comes to me and says, hey, I got this car right here and I can look at it and see it, and I perceive the value to be over what they're asking, if I need a car, I will buy that car, right? I'll buy it. Same thing here. Yep. So build it. They can see it. They know what they're getting. If the value to them is over what you're charging, you're going to close the deal. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. It's funny, Tom. I remember there was a niche I was thinking about going into, and I got a guy on a sales call and I did exactly the same thing. I didn't actually have anything built, but he was kind of questioning whether I knew the industry or not. And he was saying, well, can I see something that you guys have done? And I hadn't built anything in this niche before. And so I just said, well, but I was interested in the niche. So I said, hey, look, why don't we do this? Instead, I just diverted the conversation. He said, can I see something? I said, well, why don't we do this instead? Why don't I just build something for you? And if you like it, then we'll move forward. We can talk about payment. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. I'll just move on. And I did exactly that. Showed him, I built out a template because I knew I wanted to go into that niche and do the same thing, replicate the process over and over. So I used him as like kind of my in. I made sure that I just, blew it out of the park and I got that sale. We were able to sell that template multiple times over.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
Same type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a proven process, right?
Yeah.
It works.
Awesome.
Oh, hey, I see Mr. Chris Walker in the chat. What's up, Chris? Nice. We hope you have an uneventful flight. Awesome. Good to see you here. Let's see. Let's go with, what I was going to say is just because we're going to be talking about agency arbitrage mastery, and the whole idea behind that course is that you can find people to do the work for you for pennies on the dollar. One of the advantages of doing that is if you don't have a portfolio, we leverage the portfolio of the people that are going to do the work. So even if you've never built a website, you can use the tool in Agency Arbitrage Mastery, right? Like you might find a website client and then that tool connects you with fulfillment people. Or you could just go to Legit, right? You could just go to Legit and find a person that builds websites. And then you could ask them for some samples of sites they built. Then you could, since you're going to use that person, this is important. You're going to use that person. Don't show samples of somebody and then try to get somebody else to do the work. Only show samples from the person you're going to use. You want to be upfront about that.
100%.
And then you can show those samples, and then there's nothing wrong with leveraging their work to close clients. So maybe you sell a website for $3,000. They're willing to build it for, say $1,000. You pocket $2,000. That's the arbitrage method in action right there, right? Like it's not just applicable to what we talk about in the course, which we'll get to all that here in a little bit. But anyway, Dale, Awesome work, my friend. Awesome work. Sam Ramen sold a video editing project, $500. CRM adjustment and email marketing, $2,000 a month, plus development of digital distribution platform for VC company. Price to be agreed upon. It's like, I want to hear what the price is for that, Sam. So
yeah,
awesome work. Great stuff. Taylor Stillman. I saw this post just earlier today. This is great. So Taylor is in the Shark Alliance. He hosted another in-person event around his influencer site. Shared he had 50 plus attendees. So we got over 50 people to show up live. That generated 25 new signups for his directory site, 3 memberships, and the links are still being clicked today. He had swag bags were overflowing with products and promos. He had 3 sponsors inquire for upcoming events. And then Venue has invited them back to do future events anytime they want, and everyone had a blast. He said he connected with at least 10 new people with new business connections, and sponsors were pumped at the turnout. Really, really great.
Yeah, that sounds
awesome
killer.
stuff, Taylor. Awesome stuff.
People underestimate, live events, like live meetups. We get so, caught up just hanging out behind our screens, Tom, and we forget that there's a whole world out there, like actual people that want to connect. And when you do, good things happen. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I've always been an in-person type of guy. Like I did BNI, Business Networking International in Maui. Nick hated to go to BNI. I loved going there and hanging out, meeting people. What was interesting too, we also did, we talked about this back when we were doing it because we picked up clients this way. Like we found a free meetup for WordPress website developers. And we were like, oh, we'll just go there. And just see, we didn't really expect anything. And what totally floored me was the night we went there were 2 people that came to that meetup with the express intent of hiring somebody to build their website.
Wow.
They didn't know where else to go. So they were like, I looked on Meetup. I saw there were WordPress website meetups. So I thought I'd come here and see if anybody can build this website for me. Crazy, right? Crazy.
That's awesome.
So awesome work, Taylor. Awesome work.
Yeah.
Devendra and Nick, they closed a deal for website update and monthly maintenance for a mental health business in their area. It came through as a referral from one of their current clients who also works in the same niche. During their conversation, they uncovered that the business's main goal for the website is to have the website do all the work. So in August, they will revisit the possibility of adding on SEO monthly. Devendra, which by the way,
nice.
I hope if you're in Shark Alliance Elite, if you're not, I hope you grab Agency Arbitrage Mastery because that course for $28 will give you exactly what you need to do this and be able to find somebody to do the work, and you'll sound like an SEO expert. It's great. So again, we'll talk about that in a minute, but good work, guys. This brings me back to the days when Nick and I were driving around in the car together trying to rustle up business for the then newly formed agency.
That's awesome.
Nice to see. Sandy Alexander, another Shark Alliance member, SEO case study trial for past startup client for an interior designer that she built a website for last year as a small budget, $299 win. That's an awesome win, Sandy.
Nice.
Awesome win. Lucas Sales. What a great last name for an agency owner, right? Lucas Sales. And boy, does Lucas sail. After a complete upgrade to the Reach emails, he launched his first blast. He's gotten 30 free listings and 1 feature upgrade 3 days into the first run. He's rocking a 50% open rate. And of that, 20% are taking his free offer. I want you guys to think about that for a second. The average open rate is 1 to 5%, 5% on the top end. He's getting 10 times the average of people to open his emails. Plus, he's getting 3 times the people. Not only do they open the email, but they take the time to respond to him and say, yes, I want the free thing you're offering. I mean, that is, well, first of all, you know this, Jason. That's what the Reach machine was built to do, right? Like it's specifically designed and all worked out to deliver those kinds of results for you. And I love that Lucas says he went back here and relaunched it, his first blast and all that stuff, because a big mistake I see a lot of people making is they instead of just trusting the process, they want to change a bunch of stuff, you know?
Yep.
Like, man, those first few blasts, just trust our process. Just follow our process. You don't need to reinvent anything. You don't need to do anything different. You don't need to change the copy in the emails. Just like put your business info in there, customize it to you, and then just let that thing go. Like, let it do what it does.
Yeah, anyway, 1,000%. I mean, this is so cool. And Lucas is in RM. So, you know, we've gotten to work together over the past few months, and, you know, he's a great example of exactly what you just said, Tom. You know, taking the process, implementing the steps, setting it up right from the beginning, getting that foundation set in stone, and then launching this thing. And like we say, I mean, if you just follow the process, follow the steps, it delivers. So this is a great example of that. I love to see this. This is really cool.
Yeah, good stuff. Another Remote Millionaires member, Joan Westwood, who we had on the live show a few weeks ago. She got a carpet cleaning business that she tried to talk to for 6 years, who would never take her call. Wow. Another business person warmed him up, and they connected $200 to get the directories all set up because he's done a pretty good job on his Google listing on his own. But it's hopeful she'll also get a website and establish a relationship. Man, boy, talk about persistence and perseverance and just stay in the course, right? Joanne is 6 years. The guy wouldn't even talk to her. What would you do if you ran into somebody that wouldn't talk to you for 6 years?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I probably would have been like, they're not worth it after 2 days. I tried to reach out 2 times and they didn't respond. I'm done. But way to stick with it. I mean, just proves you just can't give up, you know? One thing
persistence pays off for sure.
Yeah. Not only does persistence pay off, but I think there's another part of this that no one ever talks about. Like, yes, this win is because Joanne was persistent and she persevered. But to be persistent and persevere, you have to not take the responses personally.
Right. Yep.
So, the reason they didn't she never once thought the person didn't like her, or maybe she thought those things, but she never took action. She never changed her actions based on her perception of what the other person was feeling or thinking or doing. She just kept taking the actions. And, yep. I caught myself this morning doing that. Like, I was putting actions and behaviors and thoughts into somebody, and then I was changing my behavior based on what I thought they were thinking. And that's not good. Like, they weren't even thinking that. I found out they weren't even close to thinking what I thought they were thinking, So anyway,
our mind plays tricks on us all the time, Tom. I mean, it's crazy. And that self-talk is no joke. And it will talk you out of a sale. It will talk you out of doing an action. It'll make you think that things are going a completely different direction when in fact they're not at all. So I think it's a testament to Joanne, and I think in all businesses, I mean, it really is, it's business. It's not personal. It's having that thick skin, being able to stay the course. Like, unless the guy literally tells you to, hey, get lost, right? Like, you just keep on going. Just keep on going and have that thick skin and persevere. And she's a great example of it. And what's so fun about Joanne, I feel like I always say this about her, but she has been, because of that persistence and because she's put in the time, put in the effort, I mean, doing this consistently over the last couple of years, it's finally starting to pay off. And every time I talk to her, I was just on the phone with her, 2 hours ago today. And every time I talk to her, it's the same thing. I say, how's it going? How was this last week? And she says, I don't know what's happening, but out of nowhere, I just got 3 more clients, or I just got 2 more clients. They just keep falling into her lap. And I say, well, that's the result of all the effort that you put in over the last 12 months, and it just starts to pay off. And once it does, it's just a snowball, just keeps going. So
I see
really
somebody
cool,
in the comments. Yeah, really great work, Joan. I see somebody in the comments putting these in here. 1,900 Google business plus website. Nice. There's another one down there, 1,000. I don't know who this is, but here's what I need you to do. I need you to go make a post in the Facebook group and share these. Share these in here. I thought I saw another one in here too. Anyway, whoever this is, go on the Facebook group, make a post, share the win so we can get you in the shout outs for sure. Yeah. Okay. Next up, we've got Donna Norris. Signed up another client for database reactivation at $1,997 a month with potential to upgrade to a full marketing package. $24,000 win right there.
Yeah. Woo! That is awesome
stuff. Awesome stuff. For those of you keeping track at home, that's a combined total of $28,178 for the week of February 24th through March 1st. That brings our grand total since the start of 2024 to $117,478. Remember, last year we closed about 1.4 million, or you did. You guys closed about 1.4 million. So we want to beat that this year. Can only do it if you go in there and share what you're doing and share those wins. So thanks to everybody who did that, and congratulations to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about our new course. So we launched a course, Agency Arbitrage Mastery. You may be wondering what it's about. Well, our good friend Chris Walker, who's in the chat there, is in our Facebook group as well. He built a $1.5 million SEO agency, basically flipping the work to others, right? And so this course has a few different components to it. So number one, it comes with a lead software, one that Chris developed called Legit Leads. And I want to talk about this for a second because I'm going to go down a couple things and then we'll take questions. And you guys can ask me anything you want about the course, all that stuff. If I don't know the answer, Chris can answer in the comments. Oh, where did it go? Hold on one second here. I didn't mean to go to, there we go. This is what I wanted to go to. Okay, so this is an existing tool. Like, this is not something that we built just for the launch. This is a tool that Chris has been selling so Chris is the owner of Legit, which is a service reseller platform. The way we met Chris is we use a lot of people from Legit, and we started using Chris to help us do SEO and things like that. That's how we got to know him. And then when we saw some of these software tools he had, we were like, hey, you want to get this out to a little bigger audience? We'd love to do something with you. We were able to make that happen. And so one of the things, so here's a couple of things. So one, Chris knows outsourcing, how to work with people, what to do, all that. I mean, he's got that. He knows SEO backwards, forwards, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But he had this awesome little lead tools. And I know, like, the first thing I always think is like, oh God, another lead tool. But this thing was, it had a lot of good things that Nick and I liked. Number one, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So it doesn't deliver massive lists of prospects. So if you're looking to build massive lists, you're probably going to want to use another tool. But what it does do is deliver highly targeted people that have the problems you can fix. And then it shows you outsourcers, connects you with outsourcers that can do the fulfillment for you. So, but here's what I want to show you and why this is such an amazing deal just on the software alone. So right now, I think Agency Arbitrage Mastery, which includes the basic version, the starter version of Legit Leads, is $28. I think it's $28 right now today. We did a price freeze because we got deal of the day and all that stuff. If you were to go and buy Legit Leads before this launch, the starter package that you get, like today, you get an entire year of access to the starter package for $28. That package would have cost you $47 per month. That's what people are paying for that package. They're paying $47 a month for the starter version of the software. This is the only place, the only time there's ever been a special deal like this on Legit Leads. You get an entire year. That's over. I mean, that's what, like around $1,000, right? $800, just under $1,000, something like that. Yeah. A value for $28.
That's a killer.
There's an agency there is an agency version, which you can also get as part of this offer that normally would be $97 a month. So, what is that? Almost 10 grand, a year. And I'll talk about that in a minute, but just that alone, the fact that you can get this software that has been selling for $47 a month, you can get an entire year. It gives you 50 searches per month, 20 results per search. Plus we built in a special feature, which I'll talk about in a minute, that we've been talking about here in the group. Anyway, for $28 is great. So I want to cover just a couple things about the software, and then I want to talk about what I think is another amazing part about this is the course. Look, the bottom line is there's a ton of value in this. And yeah, I'll talk about the agency version. So Gilla, the agency version basically means you get twice as many searches and twice as many leads. So here, you get with the agency version. So with the starter version, you get 50 searches per month, 20 results per search. With the agency version, you get 100 searches per month and 40 results per search. So double both of those. So basically quadruples your prospecting efforts with that. But here's what I want to show you guys. I'm going to present my screen here real quick, Jason.
Yeah.
And this is the dashboard of the tool. And whenever you do a search for something, like I did a search for SEO. So when I was viewing these leads, you'll see down here at the bottom that the software tool automatically pulls in the top resellers of what I'm looking for down here. So these are all people that can help me with my SEO. I had scrolled over on this. So here you go. So let me show you. You can go either way on this. I guess this is the whole thing. But anyway, so you can look through here and find, look, here's rank your website on Google, 30 days SEO package, $200. So our minimum client at the agency pays us $1,000. So we go out, we use the tool to find good prospects. We reach out to them. We tell them our SEO, basic SEO service is $1,000 a month. We then go here, we hire Sophia at $200 to a month to do the service. And then we pocket the difference, the $800, right? So that's how it works. So that's the software. Two things about it. Actually, three things. High quality leads. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. And then connecting you with people to actually do the service. So if you're looking for different things, which I'll show you here in a second, there's all these different things you can search for. There's basic search. You can look for people that need blog content. And in that case, it'll pull up the resellers that do blog posts. You can look for missing broken SSL, needs SEO. That's the report I was just doing. You can look for people that need Google Analytics, people that need reviews. You can do slow website. You can do missing schema. And then a feature, before we came along, this is what Legit Leads did, which is all really good. Okay. But we asked Chris if he could use his knowledge to go in there and add something special for us. Because in the Facebook group, we've been talking about these Google business profile sites and how they're going away. So for those of you that don't know, Google made an announcement. They have these websites that are built from Google business profiles. So if you have a Google business profile, Google would give you this website. You just had to buy a domain name for it. There's a lot of these sites out there.
Yep.
But Google made an announcement that said, look, on March 1st, we're no longer going to have these websites. So when somebody tries to go to that domain name, they're just going to be redirected to your Google business profile. But on June 10th of 2024, it'll be an error link. So they won't even be able to find you. It'll just be broken. It'll be a broken link. So there is a limited window of opportunity to find people with these sites, reach out to them, talk to them about possibly helping them fix it. So we asked Chris to build this into the site. So if you select this, you can put in a keyword and a location, and it will pull back all the sites. So like I did one earlier where Look, I did electricians in Las Vegas, and you can see this is not the one. This is not the one. It found one. Where was it? What? Oh, this one, plumbers. Sorry, I hit the wrong one. So you can see I found 16 leads just here in my local area, right? So again, these are very targeted leads. That's why there's only 16 of them, right? The reason there's only 16 is because I'm looking for a very specific person. I'm looking for a plumber in Las Vegas that's using a Google business site. That's why there's only 16 leads, right? But now I can reach out to these people and say, hey, did you know this is going away? Have you done anything to fix it? Do you need any help fixing it? Blah, 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 blah. So those are the 3 things about the software, right? Pulls in the leads. Plus there's all kinds of great stuff here too. There's email templates. Look at all these email templates that you get. Lead nurturing urgency, lead nurturing testimonials, cold email outreach. Plus there's training in here on how to use the tool, how to do a basic search, what to look for, right? There's different settings you can set, all that stuff. So the tool itself is great, but we didn't want to stop there. We were like, look, if you're going to go out, right, you're going to do this, then you're probably going to want to know, like you want to sound like you know what you're talking about, and you want to do a good service. So we asked Chris, who hasn't put out any training or courses since, I think, 2018, to put together a course on how he does SEO, how he delivers amazing results with SEO. And so he did that. So not only do you get the amazing legit lead software, but you also get an entire course from Chris about SEO, how he does it, why he does it, how to find the best clients, how to do the selling, how to close the deals, how to do everything. It's in there. You get that as well, all for $28. So the front end of this thing is packed up. It's got everything you need to have success. You guys are going to love it, right? So that's that. But I want to talk about something a little special, something that we're doing for the first time this time around. We've never done this before. We decided, Nick and I pride ourselves on putting everything you need in the main course, right? So like whenever someone buys one of our front end products for $28, we don't want you to all of a sudden be like, oh, now I got to go do this. Now I got to go buy that. Now I got to get this. Now I have to sign up for that service. Like that's typically why we try to include software with them and give you everything that you need to actually be able to take action and get going. This is no different. Agency Arbitrage Mastery, same thing. Everything you need is in there. You don't need to get anything else. However, there are a lot of people in our community that really just want to like supercharge things. They're really looking to scale and grow. They're, they just want more help in those areas. And so we always usually have a few additional things that you can purchase, right? That you can purchase after you buy the front end thing. And we have that this time too. But what we're doing that's a little unique on this launch is we've put together what we call a Fastpass. And I want to go over what that is with you guys right now. So when you purchase the main agency arbitrage course, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to end up on this page right here. This is what you see right after you buy, right? There's a little video here for me, right? Some stuff about the product, but here's the deal. We put together this Fastpass, which is basically everything, all the additional things that you can get in the funnel for one extremely low price. So I want to just kind of go through what you get here, because this is a really, it's really a killer deal. So here's everything you get. So number one, and if you don't want to do the Fastpass, if you're like, look, I don't want to buy everything in the funnel, then you can just say no thanks, and then it will allow you to customize just the things you want, if anything at all. Again, you don't need any of this to make the front end work. These are just things to kind of like supercharge. Like for instance, the first thing, you're automatically upgraded to the Legit Leads agency, which is a $1,164 value, right? So if you wanted to buy this individually, it would be $67. That's what we were selling it for on its own page, right? So if you go into customize, just getting a couple of the upgrades usually puts you spending more than what we do for the whole bundle. So it's a better deal. If you're going to get more than one or two things, you should just get the whole bundle. But if not, you still have the opportunity to go through and customize what you want. So first thing is you're upgraded to the agency version. Again, you get twice as many searches per month, twice as many leads per month, quadruple your results. You get that. Plus, we have a quick start power pack. This is a brand new collection of done-for-you materials that we pulled out of the working files of our seven-figure agency in Hawaii. This is stuff we haven't released before, okay? Every piece in here, it's proven, it's powerful, most important, it's profitable, right? We've got an in-house client-facing SEO explainer document. You get 5 professionally written credibility-boosting blog posts. You get a new client intake form. You get a strategy session framework. This strategy session framework, by the way, there's a bonus that I'll talk about in a minute where you get a recording of Nick actually implementing this. But this strategy session framework is a way to sell without selling. So if you struggle with like knowing what to say or how to handle an actual conversation with a prospect to turn them into a client, this strategy session framework is going to be gold to you because it is our framework for doing a sales call without doing a sales call. So they have no idea we're doing a sales call, but really we're doing a sales call. And it's really just, you just follow the steps. Like you don't have to be a salesperson. You don't have to be great at that. You just follow the steps and follow the framework. Give me one second. I got to take a drink here. So that's one thing we've got. We've also got an agency admin ultimate tool guide. So these are all the tools that we use in the agency for admin stuff. You get 3 done-for-you service agreements, plus you get a behind-the-scenes of a 7-figure agency org chart. So as a lot of you know, our agency runs without our direct involvement. It's so funny, Jason. I was just telling somebody the other day, I was like, we have this agency, but I don't do any of the prospecting. I don't do any of the fulfillment. I don't do any of the client meetings. I don't do any of the client follow-up. I don't do any of the client satisfaction handling. And they were like, Tom, what exactly do you do then?
Right.
It's like, well, what I do is like make sure that the business is headed in the right direction, make sure we have goals, make sure the whole team is going the same way, make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, right? Which I'll talk more about in a minute. But the org chart is the first step of having a business like that. You have to know like who do you need, where do you need them, and what should they be doing? Yep. So you get that as part of the bundle as well. Then we have this agency client flood. So this is something brand new. Again, this has never been released before. This is a training that Nick put together on project management. Because let me ask a question, and I would love to hear this from the people in the chat out there. If you were to wake up tomorrow and you had 20 clients, what would you do? If you already have 20 clients, then you wake up tomorrow and you have 50. What would you do? Like, would you be freaking out or would you know how to handle it? I know from experience when I was first starting my agency, when I got my first client, I was freaking out because I thought, how am I going to what do I need to do to make sure this client is happy and they stay with me for a while? Right. Well, all of that is a result of project management. And so when you have a project management system down, then it doesn't matter how many clients you get. So this is a training on exactly how we're able to handle as many clients as we want while we only work 5 to 10 hours a week in our agency. And Nick goes through the whole thing. He goes through the SEO fulfillment production, the paid ads fulfillment and production, the sales, the onboarding, the fulfillment process, the 24-hour outsourcing production cycle, our custom website build timeline, Plus, you get an agency reporting system. And Cameron, if you're on here, I meant to tell you this the other day. This is on here twice. The bonus agent monthly reporting system. We need to take that one off. But monthly SEO service timeline. So this shows you exactly what to do. So when you get your first client, you got nothing to worry about. You're going to know exactly how to onboard them, how to do everything, how to create a great client experience for them, how to make the work easy for you, and then how to actually do all that stuff. And then as you grow, it's just this process handles all of that. So if you were to wake up tomorrow and somebody called you and said, I've got 15 people that want SEO, can you do it? You can say yes, absolutely. And no stress.
Yep.
So there's that. And then the final thing in the bundle is this agency dashboard, which this is a tool that allows you to basically manage 20 clients as easily as one. So it does a lot of other stuff as well, but you're able to like do Google Analytics integration. You're able to run on-page SEO audits through this tool. You're able to monitor page speed. There's a social media caption generator. There's Google Search Console integration. There's a keyword tracker for 50 keywords. There's a backlink tracker. You're able to do white label reports. So here's how this dashboard works. Client one, they take up one campaign in your dashboard. And then this will pull in all the information about their digital marketing presence, allow you to do audits, to show them the results you're getting, all that stuff, and create really great looking reports. Then you get concierge access, high usage tiers, that type of stuff. So you get everything, all of this for one price, $247. So it's really a great deal. We also threw in a couple of bonuses. One is a recording of our SEO team meeting at the agency. So you'll actually hear our SEO team meet and discuss things like the tools they're using, how to use them, how we're analyzing and auditing accounts, site speed optimizations, keyword research, a lot more. Plus, you'll hear our lead SEO specialist on there talking about how we do SEO, right? That's one of the bonuses. The other one is a recorded sales call from Nick. And this is what I was talking about earlier. This is a prospect that honestly we didn't really want to take on, but they wanted to get on a call. The audit showed they had a lot of problems. So Nick gets on the call and he's just going through the audit, showing them the value in the audit. And without even pitching them, the person's like, listen, I want you to fix all this for me. And they turn into $1,000 a month SEO deal. So you get the entire recording. You hear exactly how Nick builds up the value, how he turns the warm lead into a recurring client. And that's included as well. So you get everything, all that. You get these two amazing bonuses, all for $247. Again, if you don't want to do the bundle, just say no thanks. And then you can customize your order accordingly. All right.
That's a huge value.
Yeah, it's great. We are way undercharging for what we put out.
Oh, yeah.
There's just no question about it. One day we're probably going to wake up and come to our senses, but that day is not today. Lucky for all of you. So let me go through and awesome. Yeah, the bundle's a great deal. Let me take any questions that I didn't. Do you guys have any questions about agency arbitrage mastery? Yeah, Chris says the dashboard is probably the thing I'm most proud of creating in my career. I hope you all try it. Yeah, the dashboard is really awesome, Chris. Really, really awesome. Dorn says the audit template is good. Joan says the best thing I learned in RM is how to manage clients and vendors. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's a big one.
Yep.
Jacqueline says she's loving agency clients. Yeah. So it's so funny because we have that as part of this package, right? And when I was talking to Nick the other day, he's like, we should be charging $997 for that. And I was like, yeah, we should. It's absolute. I mean, it is absolutely worth every penny of $1,000 to somebody who's really trying to build a working agency. Like there's valuable stuff in there. And we got more of that stuff on the way, by the way. Awesome. Let me look down here. Oh yeah, the link. You may want that. Here, I'm going to show that right there. If you go to offlinesharks.com/AAM, that will take you to the page. You'll see a very handsome devil on there delivering a brief message. Here's some words from Chris. You can check out all the stuff, pick it up. Again, when you buy the front end offer, you'll immediately be taken to the option to get the bundle if you want. But yeah, awesome. Cool.
It's a killer deal.
I talked a lot there. That was a lot.
Yeah, no, I wanted to hear everything you had to say. No, it's a fantastic deal. I mean, that bundle offer is tremendous. You know, I mean, it's just, yeah, huge value. So anybody that's needing, I mean, that running an agency, as you know, I mean, there's so many things behind the scenes. I mean, we always talk about all these different products and ways to get clients and, you know, cool, fun, new tactics in order to find people. But really, at the end of the day, I mean, it's twofold. It's not only the actual finding of the clients and then, you know, offering a service, but it's also the management behind it. It's running the actual business of it. So, I mean, that bundle, I mean, speaks directly to that, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's the, you know, I mean, for so long, like, you know, one of the best developmental things for me that's come out of my partnership with Nick and you know, getting to know people like Chris and all that stuff is I have always just kind of been a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. Like, I don't know if anybody else can relate to this. Anybody else on this call, like just sort of a fly by the seat of your pants, like meaning like I would just go to networking events and meet people and I'd pick up clients here and there. And like, even if I didn't know how to do something, like if I were talking to a client and they were like, well, can you do social media management? And even if I had no idea what it was, I was like, let me look into that and get back to you. And like, I would just figure it out, you know, like I just trusted that I could figure it out. That can be good in a lot of ways, but it can also be really detrimental because a lot of times, like, I'm scrambling at the last minute to try to get things together. It's stressful because I don't really have a proven process. I'm just figuring it out. I'm doing all the work. And so a lot of times it feels like you're doing the same things over and over. You're spinning your wheels or all those things. One of the things that Nick is really good about is just like, he's like, look, we don't need to be doing more. We just need to be doing less, but we need to be doing it smarter and we need to be doing it more efficiently. And we need to have a process and a system. And like, we don't need to worry about what we're going to do when we have 100 clients until we figured out how to get 5 clients, like until we figured out how to get the first client and then the second and then the third. And then we have a process for handling 5. And then we can worry about getting 10 and 20. And then like, but you know, for me, I would always look at something and be like, you know, like I've got 10 clients and somebody shows me something and I'm like, yeah, but can I use that to handle 100 clients? And it's like, you don't even have 100 clients. Like, what does it even matter? Like, you have 10 clients. Like, you should be looking for something for that. So, but I've become, over the years of all the different things we've done, it has just become more and more clear to me how important it is to have a system and a process and being prepared before you get there. Right. And like, what really hit home to me was I just had this thought, you know, one time of like, well, you know, what if somebody went to open a McDonald's and they were like, you know what, we're not going to give you any of the procedures on how to run a McDonald's. Like they just decided not to do any of that because they want to get their McDonald's opened now. Like when they just want to get the McDonald's open and start making money. Like it would be a disaster. Like you have to have a plan. Like you have to have a process in place before the flood of business comes. You can't do it after, right? So anyway.
Yeah, no, I second that 100%. Yeah, systems. I mean, they exactly what you were talking about with Nick. I mean, they allow you to have that efficiency to do more with less, you know, and that, yeah, systems are really, really important in every business, whether it's a McDonald's or a digital agency. Yeah, it's that McDonaldization is what I call it, and really deploying that inside of your business and thinking about how can we create processes out of everything? How can we squeeze out the efficiency, build a process that's replicatable, that runs just like the Sharks agency in the background without you having to do much of anything, right? And the only way to get to that point is through systems. So,
yeah, so true.
Yeah.
I want to answer a couple of questions I see in the comments here. So, number one, as long as you're a Shark, I don't know if you're a Shark Alliance Elite member. So you just have to make sure email our support. So actually just go to offlinesharks.com/support. If you're a Shark Alliance Elite member, they will give you access. If you don't know if you're a Shark Alliance Elite member, which I think the Elite is, it's our monthly membership. I think it's $197 a month. So if you're in that group, if you're a Shark Alliance Elite member, just email support and they'll get your access taken care of. But only Elite members and remote millionaires get free access to the course. Otherwise, you got to pop for the $28. Let me look at, also too, with the bundle deal, just grab the front end and then the next page you land on is the bundle offer. And then you can take the bundle offer. Somebody said, yeah, well, you can do that, but your clients will stay with it. Yeah, that's right. Like, we've been focusing a lot in the agency on client retention, and that means having your stuff together, right? I mean, there's so many things, there's so many good things that come from having a process and understanding all that stuff. One, it's less stress because you just know what to do. If you're sitting there and you're like, I just don't know what to do. I don't know even if I get a client, I just don't even know where this is. Well, that's because you don't have a process. Right. You don't have a process for managing when you get a client. Our sales, onboarding, and fulfillment process is exactly that. It's exactly a process for what to do from when you make the sale to onboarding the client to passing them off to fulfillment, right?
Yeah, and not having that's when things get missed, right? Things fall through the cracks. You forget to collect things. It doesn't provide a good white glove service for the client.
Yeah, man, I see lots of good comments.
Yeah, there's a lot coming in.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, one thing that was really interesting, like we've put out a lot of we've done a lot of these launches over the years, and always invariably on the first day, somebody asks for a refund. They're like, oh, this just isn't for me. Like, or I didn't know what I was looking at, or just whatever it is. Like, this course though, not one single person reached out. I mean, that's something. So you are elite. Okay, great. Yeah. So just go to offlinesharks.com/support. And you should, when you log into your Shark Alliance Elite membership, like when you log into offlinesharks.com, you should see it in your area. If you don't, try logging out and logging back in first, but then just reach out to our support. Let's see. Sandy said, Sandy, thank you. I meant to mention this when we were talking. Hello. I felt, what's that old thing, Kilroy, that used to be? Isn't that like the face sticking up? Jason, you ever remember that?
Oh, yeah.
It always draw that face sticking up. I meant to mention this when we were talking about the Google business sites. Sandy's absolutely right here. A lot of people have other websites besides those sites. Don't let that stop you, though. You should still reach out to them. Like I would, and here's how I would phrase it. So when you find somebody that has one of those sites, spend 5-10 minutes just taking a look at what they got going on online. This is where we're back to our quality over quantity, right? Like our goal here is to get a client, not to try to contact as many people as possible. Like our goal is to get a client. That means we're going to have to put a little effort into getting to know them and what their problem is. So let's say you use the Google business site button and you find those people that have those Google business sites. So go on Google their business. See if they have another website. Take a look at that. Usually it's going to have issues and problems as well, right? So this is what I would do. I would email them and say, hey, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Google is discontinuing these Google business sites. I noticed you have one. I also noticed that you have another website. When I was looking at your Google business site, I find your other site, and there's a couple of issues there too that I think you need to address and get fixed, right? You see how we do that? So it's a reason to reach out. And Sandy is right on the money there. So let's see. Dorn says it's usually him asking for a refund. Oh, Dorn. Let's see. Cameron's answering some questions. Let me see. Oh man, it's already after 1 o'clock. Holy moly!
Wow. That went quick. Jeez.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize that.
Hans, just well, the deal is $247. You should have got it. Look, Hans, go to offlinesharks.com/support and just open up a ticket and say, hey, listen, can you send me the link to the bundle deal? They'll send it to you. Okay. Oh, he said we look like Wilson and Al Borland there for a second. Did you ever watch Home Improvement?
Oh yeah,
because you're wearing the same shirt Al used to always wear. He used to always wear
that's pretty good.
those shirts. And Wilson, you never saw the bottom of his face.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh my goodness, that's great. I'm just gonna hang out here for a few more minutes, answer some questions, and we also let me double check something here. If you have questions about the launch, let me know. I'm trying to get my there it is, cursor on the right thing here. I wanted to see if we have a member of the week this week. We do. All right, here. Let me bring this over here. So we like to celebrate a member of the week, and we have this shark treasure chest. You'll see over my shoulder here. This is one of our original ones. We've updated these. So the new one is so elite that I don't even have one. Okay? So I do not have one. Neither does Nick. They are so VIP, even we don't have one. But I'm going to give one to somebody right now, because right now we are going to do all right, this week our member of the week is Sam Ramen. Congratulations, Sam.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Oh, that just makes me chuckle. Sam is going to get one. Now, Sam, for those of you that don't know, lives here in Las Vegas. So we may be sending you this so I can come get it. I don't know. I really want to get my hands on one, so you better put it in a safe place that I can't find. So congratulations to Sam, our member of the week. Plus, I do want to do one more thing, and then I'll hang around and answer some questions for you guys. So we do have one more thing we always like to do.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, bling, bling, got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
We always like to give out some Cash App money to people to go to the shout outs and welcome them a good time. And that is going to be Chandra Rowe, who I'm going to get to meet here in about a week. He's coming here to Las Vegas. Looking forward to it, Chandra. And then Darla King, both Cash App winners today. Congratulations. Nice. Present slides. So hold on. I got to look at something. Shishan just told me that she added a graphic here for I'm looking. I don't see it. Is it? She says bottom options on StreamYard. Oh, present. Okay. All right. We should have done this at the beginning, but this is a big one. So we say present. I've never done this before. Present slides. Okay. Look at this. Norm Thomas. Stormin' Norman, as I like to call him, has crossed the $1 million mark in Remote Millionaires for his agency. Now the proud owner of a 7-figure agency. Norm was actually one of our first RM members, and amazing stuff, Norm.
That is so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is that great or what?
Yeah,
That definitely.
Wow. Congratulations, Norm. That's quite an achievement. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And Shushan, awesome work finding that. Look at all this stuff StreamYard does that we don't even know about. We're just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great stuff.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I love that graphic.
Yeah. Congratulations, Norm. Man, you put in look. I wish that Nick and I could take all the credit, but man, you have put in the hard work and stuck with it. You've powered through all the setbacks that have come along. Look, being privy to Norm's journey, I know sometimes when we see milestones like this, it's easy to think that like, oh, the person just got lucky, or oh, they had it so easy. No. This has not been for Norm. Like, he has powered through a lot of stuff, a lot of life stuff, and to get to this point. So congratulations, Norm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
100%.
All right. So I'm going to answer a few more questions. Jason, I know I'm just going to, let me see if I miss anything. No, it looks like we're good. Okay. Yeah, looking forward to meeting you too, Chandra. Okay, I don't see any other questions. Did I miss any questions? Do you guys have any last minute questions? Again, go to offlinesharks.com/AAM. You grab our new course, Agency Arbitrage Mastery. The price goes up tonight. So we're doing, I think this closes on Monday. So there's a small price increase tonight, a small price increase on Saturday, a small price increase on Sunday. Then Monday night, there's a big price increase. So right now, if you go to offlinesharks.com/AAM, it's your chance to get it at the lowest price possible. And you can do that.
Nice.
So,
yeah, definitely jump in and get it now for sure.
yeah, Sandy, I don't have the actual dashboard, but like I can here, look, I can show you this. I don't have the actual dashboard pulled up, but let me show you this. So I was going to show you guys this anyway. Where'd it go? Oh, here it goes. So there is a, I
think you just passed it. Yep. Right there.
Yep. There's a screenshot of what the dashboard looks really awesome. I should have pulled it up for you guys, but I didn't. And then these are all the things you can handle. 20 campaigns, so 20 clients, right? Basically as easily as one. So you get an exclusive legit score. So this is a score that tells them how their digital marketing is doing. Plus you can uptime monitor their site. So you'll know if anything's fishy going on, anything happens. Nice. You can tie in Google Analytics. You can do on-page SEO audits. There's a page speed monitor. There's the social media caption generator, Google Console integration, the keyword tracker. So you can track up to 50 keywords for each website that you have in here. There's a backlink tracker. You can do white label reports, concierge access, higher usage tiers. So that's everything there. And one of the other things I was going to share, and I'll just show you this real quick. we talked a lot about the software, but there's also this amazing training on how to do SEO. And look at this, the arbitrage opportunity, how to find the client, how to do the client outreach, right? How to package your services to sell. So service packages, pricing models, custom quotes, right? How to deliver and fulfill the product, what Chris's SEO process is, the audits and the analysis, the on-page optimization, outsourcing on legit, tracking progress and adjusting strategies. I mean, this course alone this is real world stuff that's working right now. And so you get all of that along with the software as well. So listen, don't waste time. Don't wait till tomorrow. The price will be more expensive if you do, but head over to offlinesharks.com/AAM, grab Agency Arbitrage Mastery. Thanks to everybody who has showed us their support so far. Thanks to Chris for working with us to put this together and bring it out. Thanks to everybody in the comments for all the great, feedback and comments about the course and how much they like it and what it is and all that. Jason, thank you for showing up here and hanging out with me for
happy to do that.
15 minutes. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, listen, and if you need anything, offlinesharks.com/support. Other than that, man, stay safe. Practice aloha. I will see you 167 hours from now. Same Shark channel. Stay safe, everybody. Practice aloha.
Yep. Have a great weekend, everybody.
You've been watching the Aloha Marketing Jam session. We've helped thousands just like you start and scale their businesses. If you'd like our help to grow your business, go to the link on your screen now and let us know how we can help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. We'll be back here next Friday for another live show. Until then, aloha.